me tienes, ahora que falta, yo mendigo tus placeres. A medianoche yo te pido un solo beso, solamente un solo beso.
This episode is brought to you by our Patreon members. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVC Life. And thank you to all of the patrons that have already signed up and are supporting us right now.
Yo! Hey, what's happening? I'm out here looking for y'all. Y'all looking for me? Man, Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You don't have to search far and wide. Right here, vbclife.com every Tuesday. Even on theindieshow.co, you'll find me, Mastermind, host of this show. Tell your friends to tell their friends to tune in tonight, because tonight we're talking about college radio. Are you a college radio fan? This is for you. If you're a fan and lover of documentaries, this is for you. If you love indie music and indie musicians, this is for you. You got friends that love all that stuff? This is for them. This show is always for y'all. It's your man, Mastermind. I love y'all. Let's get this thing started. JS, play my theme music.
Hey, yo, that time, man. The indie show. My main man, Mastermind.
The indie show, indeed, the flow sickening. Masterminded by mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.
The indie show with Mastermind.
Hey, one time for your mind, two times a million stars. It's a hip-hopper, show-stopper, in fact, phone-dropping master of the wheel of steel. It's your man, Mastermind, and you tapped into the greatest show on Tuesday nights. It's the Indie Show, all things indie. Welcome one and all. I appreciate y'all. You know what we do. We spotlight indie artists and showcase entrepreneurs. This is what we do. It's all love. It's all love. We give it back. It's your favorite podcast that's secretly a late night talk show. It's the Indie Show. And welcome. So this is your time to tell everybody to tune in, because I have a great guest. I've been telling y'all for a while now that I'm going to be in a documentary. And the director, the documentarian, Mr. Michael Millard, is going to be on today. And he's showing us love because he is broadcasting from Italy. If I haven't, it's international. This is a long distance call, so y'all don't embarrass me. All right, we're gonna have some fun. All right, so if you got questions, you got to tap in. Let him know if you got any questions about any and everything college radio and making documentaries. Let me know. All right, let him know. We answering questions in real time. But speaking of real time, I gotta show love to the people that's been showing me love. It's my independent JS1.
Yes, sir.
It's time for Hello Neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
And hello, neighbor. If you're new to the show, this is when I show love to the people that have been showing me love. It's hello, neighbor. I got to shout out, first of all, my independents. My independents is the people who tune in regularly. To be an independent, all you have to do, watch 3 shows in a row and participate in the chat, and then we'll chisel your name on our platinum plaque. All right. And one of the first people I want to show love to is Guns from the West Coast. Guns says, in the building, turning the big 55 on March 7th. I already had a cheeseburger. Thanks for the tip. All right, my man getting his 15th on his birthday. That's what's up. So shout out to Guns, Jay Kells, Keanu Barnes, Miriam Graham, M. Fagans, Kia Renee, Audrey, and I got to do some get well love to Percy Carter. Get well soon, man. Keep fighting, stay strong. And Shavana. All right, she's going through her cancer treatments one step at a time. Love, we got you in our prayers. You got this. All right. So showing love to folks like that. I got to show love to the man that's making me look and sound good. My producer, my homie, it's JS1.
Good evening, sir. What's going on?
Brother, I'm feeling real good, man. Tonight's guest got me feeling really good because I checked out a screener of his documentary, 35,000 watts.
Ooh, look at you. You get to be you get to be important. They sent you a screener. Ooh, you famous.
I'm famous, man. Look, he got me looking good and sounding good too. But it is a great film. This movie is fantastic. If you don't love documentaries, you're going to really like this one, especially like if you like learning about music and everything. Check this out. So indie music, colleges, college radio, and me, amongst other folks, and famous indie musicians that blew up like Devo. Yeah, you're going to really enjoy this film. But we're going to talk about that when we start interviewing.
Good,
all right.
Good. She's going to tell us where we can see the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, is this a Tubi joint? This a Tubi joint?
No. This is going to be in the theaters. It's going on a theatrical run, my friend.
Ooh, excuse me. All right.
But then we can find out where else everybody else can watch it. All right.
Okay.
Let me show love to my co-hostess with the mostest. She's back. Yeah, put y'all hands together for Gigi Hollywood.
Hello. I'm back.
How you doing? You been MIA, people missing you and whatnot. You good?
Yeah, it's just been ripping and running. But congratulations. I am really excited about that documentary.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we still need to talk about the movie or TV show that we're trying to do. So.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that. We just gotta get to it.
All right, let's get to it.
Are you ready?
Right. I'm born ready. Let's go.
I knew that.
I'm gonna make time for this.
Exactly.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's keep this thing moving. It's time for our next segment. It's called Previously On.
Previously on Ready to Die.
We're sending you back to the future. Okay, all right.
All right, so in Previously On, this where we tell you what happened on last week's show. Gigi, were you able to catch our guy Drew Grange, the Canadian R&B singer?
I couldn't catch anything at all. I had no access to anything.
No worries.
So you need to tell me.
Look, it was a really great show, and on top of this, look, he is a Canadian legend, which I didn't know. He got the Juno Award, which is the Canadian version of the Grammys.
Yes.
Back when he was in a young R&B group, early 2000s. All right. So anyway, now he's doing this thing solo. He has a residency in Toronto at this nightclub called Aqua every Thursday. It was supposed to be short-lived, 4 weeks. They got this man running until spring. All right. So one of the things that he did for the show was he sang his opening number from his residency. All right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. We're going to play a clip from how he started off the show by singing live on the Indie Show.
I can't fool myself. I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day, or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days that I was scared to touch you. How I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in, oh my love. 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. Nah, I just don't want to stop, oh my love.
Wow.
Days in your arms is never too.
I missed that. Oh my
Yes, ma'am.
gosh.
You missed that. You missed that. Yes. Big shout out to Don Corleone in the building. I see you. I see you. That was fire. So what you need to do is go to vbclife.com and look for my interview with Drew Grange. All right. I can tell you everything that happened, but that's wasting our time tonight. Go back and check it out. After, you know what, do that tomorrow, because after this show we have the after party with actor my guy Pierre Guiteau. He's in the new series BMF. He's starring in season 3 premiere of BMF on Stars. Check that out. But we're talking to him later tonight, 10 o'clock on the after party. All right, so yeah, I need you to do that. Check that out. So, but you like that, right?
Oh, I love that. That was nice. That was really nice.
Mm-hmm. And that's just how he opens up his show. That's just how he opens up his show. The dude can sing. All right, let's get to it. Let's introduce our guest. Our guest is a great man. He put me in a documentary. He also did college radio.
Okay.
But let's see the trailer of said documentary. 35,000 watts. The story of college radio.
Nobody knew who we were. We weren't on pop radio. We weren't on the Billboard charts at all. But college radio definitely were there for us.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it without college radio plays. It's not like the mainstream radio stations were going to play that. College radio was it.
That's what college radio did for us. It didn't have to be a major city for the crowd to really be there.
College radio was huge for Love Tractor. I mean, we would not have gotten airplay, and we still don't.
College radio was thankfully the one thing that embraced us, but it was also the one thing that we wanted to be embraced by.
I mean, how many careers were launched because of college radio? Because of, a bunch of knuckleheads spinning records for no money.
Without college radio, for sure, it would have been different.
Yeah, we would have been doing Taco Bell commercials.
Right.
College radio was a pretty sweet scene. And I imagine it still is.
People just playing really weird stuff sometimes, and I love it. I'll listen to them late at night, too.
The tribe that we created at that little college radio station, those relationships and those friendships have carried me through for the rest of my life.
Just a riot of people. It's just the geekiest, funniest, most devoted group of people.
College radio has made me the person that I am.
It's not an overstatement to say that college radio changed my life in every possible way.
I constantly go back, how are you the way you are today? I'm like, well, a lot of it has to do with, I was working at this radio station in college, and that was everything.
College radio serves a very deep, connected purpose. It's not just playing music, it's not just news, it's about finding a place where you feel accepted.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, put your hands together for my guy and yours, Mr. Michael Millard.
Hello.
How you doing, brother?
Hello. I am doing fantastic. I'm a little jealous because I don't have my own theme song, but since you did the trailer, I feel all right. But I mean, I'm pretty impressed. Like, here you are, like, starting college radio. Now you got your own theme song. Like, if that's not a story of how you can make it in this world by starting college radio, you too can have your own theme song, kids, if you just get out there and dream
There
it.
it is. You hear from Michael the man. Look, just so I get it right. So I know you're on international time. Where in the world are you?
I am in Granada, Spain.
Spain. There we go.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You're in the big time. I see you, man. All right. Welcome to the show. We're gonna have ourselves a good time today. Sit back, relax. All you have to do is just keep it 100. Just be upfront and honest, and have a lot of fun. And it's gonna be a breeze. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go ahead and start off with our next segment. It's time for elevator pitch.
Who the hell do you think you are?
All right. In elevator pitch, you have a certain amount of time to pitch yourself to not only me, but to the world at large, to our whole audience out there. All right. And today we're going to the third floor. So that means you have 30 seconds to pitch yourself, but no pressure. Because if it's terrible, all I would say, Michael, thank you so much, but I'm gonna need you to take a siesta and leave for the day. All right. But thank you so much for your time. So no pressure whatsoever. You cool?
I'm cool.
All right. Excellent.
Unprepared, but cool.
That's how we do. All right. JS1. First question. Oh, I'm sorry. 30 seconds. There it is.
Oh, you just gave him 26.
Hold up. I'll take it back.
I went crazy. I went crazy for a second.
Like, wait.
I thought it was a whole new segment. All right, 30 seconds. Once JS tells you to start, you start.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. If you're listening to a podcast and a show called The Indie Show, then you appreciate indie music and indie film, and that is what my documentary is all about. College radio is like the essence of indie. It's about people who are trying to find their audience, people who are trying to find their voice, people who don't have millions of dollars backing them and major label support. And so I'm guessing if you're listening to this show, you would dig the film.
Bravo. I can dig it. I like it. Very nice.
All right.
You like it, Gigi?
I did, but I thought he was going to pitch himself.
Well, man, look, man, let him pitch to what he wanted to pitch. He pitched the film, and that's what he did.
I'm not important right now. All I've talked about for the last couple of weeks is my film. I forgot. I couldn't even tell you my name.
You are your film. You are your film.
But I can tell you the name of the film. Yeah.
Exactly. Very nice. Very nice.
Gigi, while I have you, what did you think of the trailer?
I love the trailer. It just kind of brought back memories. Like, when you're listening to college radio, I remember, especially, I didn't have a car and I'd be in my room, I'd be listening to college radio. The best thing about college radio too, in the music, you could always request a song and your name they'd say, oh, this goes out to so-and-so, and we'd all be happy because like, oh my God, they called my name out, this is but I used to listen to a reggae show and I used to love it. I love college radio.
All right. What's shout out to college radio station?
WFIT in Florida.
All right. What's up?
Florida Institute of Technology. Yep.
I kind of figured when you said FIT, so I was putting 2 and 2 together. All right.
Oh, good. You're smart.
Yeah. All right. Michael, you passed. So we're going on to our next segment. And that segment is called New Phone, Who This?
New phone, who this? New phone, who this?
We're going to ask you 10 questions in New Phone, Who This? All you have to do is keep it 100. You ready?
I'm ready. Oh, man, I think so. We'll see.
It's waking up now. Let's go. Question number 1. In spades. Oh, we're giving him the spades card. All right, there we go. In spades, which is the big joker? Is it the big colorful joker, the small black and white joker, or the 2 of diamonds?
Big colorful joker.
I'll allow it. Yes. And when I play spades, it's the big colorful one in my house. Something about your answer suggests that you don't play spades.
I I grew up playing cards and spades, but Joker, I don't remember the Joker even being involved. So we may have. Is this like a regional rules thing?
It's
maybe?
like is this like the Uno thing?
Oh, probably so. And Monopoly, like everybody has different rules, and so you go to someone else's house, and you're like, "Wait, no, wait, no. When you pass go, or you're supposed to do this, or like,
Yes,
yeah,
and
but
that's
I
money
can
on
stack
free
draw
parking.
fours on top.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and see, and that's the beauty of this question because it starts to weed out, how people play regionally. So, all right, cool. Next question.
Okay, what's your favorite cereal as a child and now as an adult? So that's a two-part question.
Oh, man, I grew up on breakfast cereal like you would not believe. I'm gonna say Cocoa Pebbles growing up, but because they used to be better back in the 70s and 80s than they are now, and I will die on that hill that breakfast cereal used to be better than it is now.
They
and
took
now
out the gluten. That's what messed it up.
they took out all the good stuff. Honestly, like it's healthy now, probably, but like that wasn't what we were about.
We
We
don't
were
want
like 10
that.
years old. Like that wasn't really. Nowadays, I'm gonna lean towards Lucky Charms, maybe because that's one of the things I can get in Spain. There's a lot of cereal you can't get as much here, but I can get Lucky Charms, and I've really grown to appreciate the marshmallowness of it all. So,
oh, my man, keeping Lucky
Man,
Charms in rotation. I like it.
breakfast cereal is serious talk. Like that should have been like number 9 or 10 for me. Like you get into serious stuff, you start talking breakfast cereal.
Fruity Pebbles were great dry. Yes.
Shout out to Fruity Pebbles too. Yeah.
Yes. All right, next question. Look where we started. Yeah, whole international incident. This is going to be interesting. All right. So do you tip for carryout meals? Let's go with in Spain when you're out there.
I do, but it's not normal here. They don't expect it here. Like they'll start walking away from the door, and I'll be like, "Oh, una propina," and give them like usually just like €1 or €2, but it's totally not expected here. And I do because we live on the 8th floor of our building, and our elevators suck, so I feel bad. So I give them an extra tip, but they really like the drivers here actually make real money, so they don't expect to be tipped. But I still do.
Show me the question again, JS. All right. Do you tip for carryout meals? So when you go to the
carryouts. Carryout.
So do you do that?
That's my bad.
No, it's all good.
Straight up in Spain, no, definitely not in Spain. No,
definitely not. All right.
No, in the U.S. probably I would, but
cereal documentary coming.
Oh man, that's a great idea. I would be so about that.
Oh man. All right, so look, Gunn says he wants in on that one. All right, next question.
I'm tucking that away for later.
Okay, so what 70s, 80s, or 90s TV show would you reboot?
WKRP in Cincinnati. And not just saying that because I love radio, but that show was so funny and the music was amazing. Like growing up, although I will say that probably is what got me started into thinking that I would love radio, was seeing that show and just seeing how fun it was and just how laid back those dudes were. Like, yeah, I think I would love to see a reboot of that.
Follow-up question: who was your favorite character on that show, and what actor would you have on the reboot?
I mean, I definitely identified with Johnny Fever. You know, I wanted to be that cool DJ. Who would be that guy now? Man, I don't know. Like, I would love somebody kind of like Paul Rudd, just because he's got that kind of laid back, funny.
Yeah.
And he's the only name that's popping in my head. I don't know if he's perfect for that role, but he would be hilarious in something like that. I'll go with Paul Rudd just because.
All right,
Shout
that's
out
a
Paul
good
Rudd.
one. All right, shout out to Paul Rudd. Ted Reed. Who is Ted Reed?
He was in the original show, I think. Wasn't he Venus Flytrap?
That was Tim Reed.
Tim Reed.
Yeah. Next question. Ted Reed. Okay. Does punctuation or the lack thereof bother you in text or tweets?
Yeah, I'm like 50 years old, so yeah. Of course it does.
That's my God. That's my God.
Yeah, I'm an old dude, so yeah, of course.
How funny.
Next question.
Okay, next question. How do you like your wings? Also the flavor. So do you like your wings drums, flats, or both? And the flavor, lemon pepper, hot, barbecue, mango, habanero, a plain or other. And you got to tell us what it is.
Oh, man, I would go drums and I'd go barbecue. I think
Drums,
I'm not a
yes.
huge hot guy. We did just do the hot ones challenge where we did all 10 of the hot sauces from the show Hot Ones, all the way up to the, and I survived it, which I didn't think I would because I'm not a hot sauce guy, but I'm a barbecue guy all the way. So
Barbecue, yeah, that's JS1
Yeah.
right there. He loves just regular barbecue and the drums. All right, I see you. Next question. He's doing good. What's your favorite go-to sandwich? You see your options: tuna, grilled cheese, bologna, and PB&J. Or you could throw us a curve and give us something else.
I gotta go PB&J with crunchy peanut butter.
Crunchy is making the show. It's been a while since somebody said crunchy. Okay.
You gotta, yeah, it gives you that little extra texture to it.
Now, what about the bread? What kind of bread are you rocking with?
Don't say
Man,
Wonder Bread.
For a PB&J, I mean, because I'm going back, that my mom used to make me one almost every day going to school. So I mean, definitely just old school white sandwich bread, just like the plain Jane stuff. Nothing fancy for that.
I got you. That's what's up.
Other sandwiches, I'll go out on a limb and try some different breads. But for PB&J, just good old
Just Wonder Bread.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
There it is. All right. Next question.
Okay, so what's the title of your autobiography?
What was I thinking? Question mark.
Oh,
question mark.
I like that. Excellent. I think that's the best title I've heard.
And then I could go
love
back
that.
and kind of revisit moments in my life and like,
What was I thinking?
How did I end up in Spain? I don't know.
That
I live
is
in
a
Spain now,
great
right?
title. Look,
That is
dude.
a great title.
So this is one of my favorite questions because a lot of my guests, they instantly come up with the title like they've been waiting all their life to answer this question. So do you actually have a book coming up or did it just come to you?
No, I've never even thought about it before. Never thought about it.
I like that.
I love it.
Dang it.
That is a really great question. And going back to your sandwich comment, he says, stick to the roof of your mouth white bread is what he
That's what I'm
wants
saying, yeah.
on his PB&J. Yes, is this the last question?
You are correct, sir.
Okay, Michael. The very last question is a very important question. It's so important that we're going to put you on full screen after I ask it. All right? Friendships have been forged because of the answers, and some relationships have broken because they answered incorrectly. Some people say there's no right or wrong answer, but to me there is. JS1, the final question. How do you like your grits? Cheese, salt and pepper, sugar, butter. And you can combine the answers in any way if you need to.
Oh man, I know why this is so important to y'all from being from Atlanta and Georgia. Oh man, if it's me, I'm butter and sugar.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Michael, you are my new friend.
I knew that wasn't maybe going to go over well, but
No, it goes over splendid. It was great. It was absolutely fantastic. It was great. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Look, y'all can watch the documentary if you want to. You know what I mean? It's gonna be out there. If you find it, you find it. You know, it is what it is, you know.
Man,
and he said butter. He said butter and sugar. That is even better.
Oh wait, look at all the haters coming out. Kia Renee showed up out of nowhere talking about, I knew he was the one. Team Sugar Grits. Team Sugar Grits that show up out of everywhere. Look, yes. That makes my stomach hurt too. Hey, so you got 9 out of 10 questions right. So I'll allow you to move on to the next segment.
I appreciate it.
This is the indie show. You see him. That's Michael. He is a documentarian. How does it sound to be called a documentarian?
I dig it. Yeah, I dig that, man. It's been a long time to get to this position. It's something I've always wanted to be.
Oh wow.
So yeah, when you finally get there, it's like, all right, yeah. So yeah, documentarian. I like that. Sounds very.
I know, right? It's real official.
Prestigious. It sounds.
Yes.
It does. It does.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
very
probably
noble.
more important than I deserve, but I'll take it.
Hey, we're about to pay some bills. We see y'all in 2 and 2. It's the indie show. I holla.
Calling all indie artists of all genres. The Indie Show, all things indie, is looking for you to be a part of its Will Be the Judge of That Indie Music Showcase segment. Every Tuesday night, 3 indie artists are interviewed and have their music and music videos played for the audience. The audience votes for their favorite artists in real time, and you will find out the winner before the show ends. If an artist wins, we'll be the judge of that 3 weeks in a row, then they'll become the champion. Not only will they grace the cover of our indie mixtape, but they'll win their own full episode of the Indie Show. That means the interviews, the games, the whole mind-blowing experience. To sign up, simply go to the Artist Submission tab located on the indieshow.co webpage. You can also email us at theindieshow.co@gmail.com for more details. Support indie music. Support Will Be the Judge of That. Support your new favorite podcast that's secretly a late night talk show. The Indie Show, all things indie. I'm Mastermind, host of the Indie Show, and I invite you to tap in and tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube page, vbclife.com.
If my pops finds out I got in trouble in school today, I'm definitely gonna be on punishment. There's a party tonight at Peter's house. Can I go?
You're not going nowhere. Every little step you take will be around this bedroom tonight.
Did you hear anything about a party tonight? At least not any good ones.
Hello, Tawatha. Do I feel like being bothered with Tawatha? Hello, LaDonna.
Booming, booming, booming.
Yo, baby, you looking real good.
Step off.
Scandalous. Kick it, Pop.
What you got to say now, punk?
How much more trouble can I get into?
Hey, Eraserhead.
Look, I'm in prison.
Just do me a favor. Don't pick up the soap right there in front of him. I'm gonna kill him. Yo, y'all look who fell into the gig. Hey, this ain't Soul Train.
The 2 finest women in here. Now, how could a man choose?
He better choose right.
Okay, so where we're on our way to? The house party.
What?
The house party. Jay ain't going to that damn party. That's all to it. I don't give a damn what you say.
Gonna make me a social misfit.
I love that movie. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. If you sign up to our Patreon, patreon.com/VBC Life, you can join us on March 15th and watch it with us. It's like a Mystery Science 3000, where we get to have fun, cut up, laugh, watch the movie together. It's Black Watch Theater. I'll tap in. VBCLife.com. All right. So here we go. It is time for our next segment. You'll love this one, Michael. This segment is called We'll Be the Judge of That.
Oh, no.
Court is now in session.
Yes, and we'll be the judge of that. We have 3 indie artists. We'll watch their videos or listen to their song, and then we will critique in real time. We keep it 100 here. We don't crush people's spirits, but we tell them the truth and give them some constructive criticism. And if an artist wins 3 weeks in a row, they get to sit in the hot seat just like you, Michael. They'll get a whole episode based around them for winning 3 weeks in a row if the audience votes for that favorite. All right.
Oh wow! So this is serious business. Then I need to
This
be.
is serious business. This is what we do. This is how we do it, and it's great to follow the journey of these indie artists because we've met a lot of great indie musicians doing this segment, and we keep in contact with them. All right, so I got to shout out Guns real quick. He said what he really meant to say was cream of wheat. Y'all go let the sugar grits go. I don't know why y'all want these.
Let it go. Let it go.
Diabetes grits. All right, bowl of diabetes. All right, anyway, so here we go. So the first artist that we have, he goes by the name of Jinx. Let's get the thing started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Jinx. I love that intro. I love it.
What's going on?
What's happening, Jinx? How you living?
I'm good, man. I'm living.
All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from, man?
I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia. But
okay.
I got a movement, Fifth Dimension, understanding you're a co-creator of your own reality, raising your vibration, not just for you, but those around you, so we can all grow together. The e-commerce clothing line store about to drop this month. I got a book on the way. My last project, the Xeno Tape, was number 7 on iTunes hip hop charts. But yeah, I used to play basketball. 2015, lost my grandma, my aunt, and my pops, and just circle back to the music. And now we here, Fifth Dimension.
Wow, you stay on the grind. So how did you get into music? Because I heard you talking about basketball. We got to get into that real quick. But how was music calling you?
Well, I think hip hop and music in general and sports just go hand in hand, especially basketball and hip hop.
Yeah.
So I actually was about to get signed for music in 8th grade. Label in Atlanta called New World Entertainment. Me and my guy Marvin from my neighborhood, we was kids, but my heart was just in basketball at the time. But then the way the world worked out, the way life worked out, it just circled back. So here we are.
So what level of basketball did you make it to?
I played in the NBA G League. I played overseas in Australia.
Okay, then that's what's up. So tell me more. So who in the G League did you play for?
The Erie Bayhawks. Actually, you remember Jeremy Lin?
Yeah.
Remember when he got called up and Lin Sanity started?
Lin Sanity blew up and everything. Yeah.
That was when I played. He was on my team. He was about to get kicked out the league. That's crazy. He was really about to get kicked out the league, and then everybody got hurt, and he got his opportunity, and he made the most of it. That's why you just gotta stay ready, because you never know when you're gonna get your chance. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that is crazy. So I was about to say, so that is what you got from your experience working in the G League, playing overseas. I
mean, yeah, but basketball was always on my heart. I'm gonna go 100% everything I'm doing. That's why I didn't do music at first.
Yeah.
Because my heart was just in basketball. But I think once I lost my dad, my grandma, my aunt, and it was just different. So I also started Camp Jinx though. So I trained 9 years old all the way to NBA guys, college guys, high school guys. So personal training. If y'all got in Virginia, y'all need some personal training, man. Come holler at your boy, man. Camp Jinx.
So how has Virginia shaped the type of music that you do? Because it's like some interesting artists that's coming out of Virginia.
I think Virginia is like a melting pot though. Like you got some Virginia people that sound more up north. You got some that sound more southern, depending on what part they from. Yeah. Then it's like different worlds, like the 757, different than 804, different than the DMV, even though we consider it DMV, but it's 3 different little countries, you know what I'm saying? So, but I was also born up north in Connecticut. I'm born in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Got a lot of family everywhere, but basketball took me all around the world. So, I was always into music in general. My dad played at the Apollo with James Brown. He used to play all the instruments. So he was big into music. He's not, rest in peace to him. But I think
shout your dad out.
Yeah, shout out Big Jink, man. Shout out Big Jink. He'll let us see me right now, but no one ever really dies. We in the fifth dimension.
All right, so introduce this song of yours that we're about to listen and watch.
Okay, this joint right here is called Fifth Gear. I shot it in Las Vegas, Nevada. We was at the Project Las Vegas sourcing show for the brand. We had a section there and stuff, so we was in there, and then I just ran across a guy I met at the event, and I'm like, hey, Brian, you shoot videos? He like, yeah. I'm like, let's do it. And we just shot it. This off my project, Fifth Dimension Fridays, Volume 2, streaming everywhere now. Make sure you go get that. Volume 1 out also. But yeah, man, Fifth Gear, let's get to it.
Just vibing. You know the vibe.
It's Jinx, baby.
This one coming from the soul. Fifth Dimension. Look, can feel it calling in the air tonight. I understand it's my chance, might not get it twice. For this moment, been waiting my entire life. No might, only choice is to do it right. Bases loaded, Barry Bonds, I'm up to bat. It's nothing if it's something I ain't budget, that's a fact. Know that staying tall, run through a wall, I'm just different dog. Couple hundred for the food, don't even eat it all. The team is strong, all in all, you gon' see me ball. I'm in the game, but in my lane, you won't see me cross. Living in hell, it be hard to shake them demons off. 10 toes, I remain, you gon' see me boss. I come in peace like when you park your Benz. But if a nigga want a black, then of course I'ma get darker than. Here to stay, I'm in the game, but I ain't here to play. I'm on my way, and them records only here to break. Don't care about your ranking, trial, tribulations. I'm here for the taking, and no, I ain't waiting, nah. Never scared, front line, man, I'm always there. The obstacles appear, I persevere. But of course, yeah, I'm here now, no way I can be scared now. The chosen one, a red child. Regardless what you thinking, I'ma never stop dreaming. Been to hell and back, but I never stop breathing. The bitches on me and they never stop freaking. The weed is on me, I'ma never stop chiefing. Living life, the whip never stops beating. Blood, sweat, tears, all there, that's why I'm still here. For real. Give it all, every ounce of me. Don't be dumb for 1 second, start doubting me. Really about that action, it's never about the club for me. Beauty in the struggle, cause that's how you make it out of beast. Talk to a drink, and get no realer than that. You can feel how you want, but there's no realer than facts. I'm in the building with a feeling, put the team on my back. Like a marathon, I'm running my laps, motherfucker. Yeah, man, peace to the guys on earth. Shout out to everybody rocking with Fifth Dimension. Much love. A public service announcement. Just letting y'all know y'all can have any day y'all want. Friday belong to the 5th. This right here was the 10th installment and all that. So this concludes Volume 2 of the series. Make sure you go tap in 5th Dimension Friday, Volume 1 out now. You a real fiver, you plead the 5th. Go ahead and put that on your playlist. That's how we eating. For real.
Yeah. Jinx is in
Very good.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all having me, for real.
So in the chat, Heath said, love his consciousness. So you said you was number 7 on iTunes rap?
Yeah, the Xeno tape, I released it. That's my last project. 12 tracks. Yeah, it was number 7 on iTunes Hip Hop on the debut.
Dude, I'm loving your flow. And whoever did the production, I really love that sample. What y'all did with that sample was really nice. Gunn said, I had to move to a better speaker. This got that bump. So yeah, that was nice. I like that. I'm gonna go with Michael. Michael, what you think?
I dig it. It had, to me, it felt kind of old school. It almost had like kind of a 90s hip hop vibe to it. I like the flow. I like your attitude and where you're coming from with your message. So yeah, I'm digging it.
I appreciate that.
Talk to me, Gigi.
I really liked it. You kind of sound like a smoother version of 50, a little bit.
Everybody says that. I hear that. I hear Pop Smoke. I hear.
Yeah, I was like, it sounds really, really, really good.
Thank you.
I really liked it. I enjoyed that very much.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
My girl Kia Renee, she says it's sonically legible. That's what's up. What? You can understand everything that he's saying as he's spitting, and his spit is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, the Fifth Dimension Friday series, they're more like bars, like just bars. Yeah. You know, this Xenotape is like an album. You know what I'm saying? But the Fifth Dimension Friday series is more like bars. It actually came about because I was in a freestyle session, freestyle cypher one time, right? And it was like probably like 1,100 people there. And I had wrote what I was gonna say up there, but I was working on a project, so I really didn't pay no mind to it till like right before the event, and I knew it. Then I got up there and I couldn't remember it. So, so I'm like, hold on, run it back. So I do it again. I still can't remember. I'm about to get a mic away. I'm like, nah, run it back again. I still can't remember. I'm like, damn, that's pretty bad, right? But you know what I'm saying? Life is just about lessons, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do with it, how you react. That's what make you a man, make you who you are, you know what I'm saying? So right then and there, I was just like, you know what? On Fridays, I gotta let niggas know I can rap again. So I'm gonna just start dropping these bars on Fridays, and then it turned into Fifth Dimension Fridays, Volume 1, and I shot the videos, and now 2 got the videos, and we gonna keep it going to about 100. You feel me?
That's what's up. Yeah, I feel you, dog. JS, before we wrap up, what did you think?
I love the record. I mean, that's a classic sample. You flowed over it with ease. You know what I'm saying? And I love conscious lyrics. So, like, you know what I'm saying? It's an easy win for me. You know what I mean? I'm in.
I appreciate that.
Tell people how they can get in contact with you.
Jenks757, all socials, JENKS 757. Yeah, pretty much you can find me anywhere. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We got 28 videos, a short film in China, a music video in China as well. Fifth Dimension here to change the programming, man.
My guy, hey, Fifth Dimension in the building. If he is your artist that you want to vote for, we're gonna put the vote up, the link to vote. After we get to our third artist, you'll be able to vote all show long. All right, thank you, Jinx. You can wait in the green room, or you can just watch the show with everybody else and find out at the end of the day.
I appreciate y'all so much, man. Gratitude.
It's all good, man. I appreciate you rocking with us. Jinx, ladies and gentlemen. That wasn't bad. All right, JS. The second artist is from Baltimore. Talk to us. Who is this artist?
Well, when we did our last networking event down here in Baltimore, VVC Life, so like he was one of the guests, and you know what I mean, I just gave out my socials and I told him send me some music. So Mr. MVR Dev, the song is called Work. I don't know anything personal about him. I only met him briefly and he sent me some music, so I was like, yo, let's throw it in.
Let's go.
2.
What you cooking? I'm at the stupid and work. They told me keep rapping it work. I told her to twerk and it work. I smoked just the right and it work. I asked her to like and it work. I asked her to comment it work. I asked her to repost and it work. I asked her to promote and it work. I'm at the stupid and work. They told me keep rapping it work. I told her to twerk and it work. I smoked just the right and it work. I asked her to like and it work. I asked her to comment it work. I asked her to repost and it work. I asked her to promote and it work. I used to bring all the bitches over when my mama had to go to work. Niggas said they want the drama till we split my llamas, get the feet to work. Remember them days in the class of the substitute niggas not doing no work. I pull on her head, give her waist back her ass so she know that I'm putting in work. I love the money, so I get the money, I get to the money and skirt. I know she a dummy, I know she gon' fuck me, can't tell for no way that she smirk. So I broke at the top, but we split helicopter, hell no, we can't call like Kurt. Tryna owe me a lead when that word like it's cable, shout out to the others who work. Oh, shorty, it said I'm a jerk. Okay, I can see who been hurt. Good dick, many bad bitches lurk. Go deep in the pussy, I murk. Running that cheddar, that shit on the daily. My brother in trouble, I'm doing 180. These niggas be tripping like, fuck do you pay me? She get every job for they kids down in Haiti. I'm at the stupid and work. They told me keep rapping it work. I told her to twerk and it work. I smoked just the right and it work. I asked her to like and it work. I asked her to comment it work. I asked her to repost and it work. I asked her to promote and it work. I'm at the stupid and work. They told me keep rapping it work. I told her to twerk and it work. I smoked just the right and it work. I asked her to like and it work. I asked her to comment it work. I asked her to repost and it work. I asked her to promote and it work. Bitch, I'm not going Omega and Alpha. I do put a word, take a trip on the Delta. I'm trying to be a rich young fella. These niggas be undercover like a shelter. You know I got water on me like a brother. I'm trying to get handed bandits like a teller. I know that my bitch man, cause I ain't tell her, but she take it lightly like this shit a feather. I got it together, he not like a sweater. She do it better, she wrote me a letter. My diamonds, they wetter. I drink from the cellar. I fuck me a whitey, her name is Isabella. Not trying to be clever, I hop in the whip and I rev her. My side be so like she was dead in an alley. We fucked on the lever, she suck so good, had the better. It's only one I tell I tell her. I'm in the stupid and work. They told me keep rapping it work. I told her to twerk and it work. I smoked just the right and it work. I asked her to like and it work. I asked her to comment it work. I asked her to repost and it work. I asked her to promote and it work.
So I went in like, oh, it's in the mumble rap category, the type of hip hop that we have nowadays. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. It started out, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this. But then the more I started listening to it, I was like, it's kind of catchy. I can see how people might gravitate. You got simple beat. You got the catchy catchphrase that's gonna stick in your head. Everybody works. And then, but when he started rapping, I was like, oh, he has some flow. And then I was listening to him, some witty lines here and there. I can see how this would work, how people would gravitate to the song. So it is not a thumbs down. It was just like, this caught me off guard. I was just like, it is interesting. I'm gonna stick with interesting. I'm just like, I'm on the fence because I was like, I could probably see myself if it came on the radio. I'd probably nod my head like, I'll listen to the radio version just to see how it sounds. But overall, it's not bad. MVR, not bad, and I appreciate you having the music video.
That one grew on me. Like I had the same reaction because again, I'm an old dude, so I tend to lean towards older school hip hop. And people that kind of call back to that, like Jinx did. But as we got into it and his flow started really going, he started speeding it up a little bit, and I kind of saw where he was going with it. It definitely grew on me. So by the end of it, I was like, man, that's a tough call, even just between the two of these guys. Because I probably went on the same journey you did, I think.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, Gigi, talk to me.
Well, I'm more of a lyrics person. I mean, I like the song as far as the beat, but I get distracted with the lyrics. So sometimes certain things I'm like, oh boy, oh gosh. But like you said, I can see how people can like it. It's catchy, but the video was a little, it was a little explicit. Not explicit, but it was a little lot. But
yeah, I got
catchy.
you a good old Southern lady, so that was just a little lot for you.
It's just like, but it is catchy. If he could just change the lyrics a little
bit. I got you.
Not really, but I mean, it's just. But I liked the beat, and it is catchy. It's just that you can't go around. And I was a teacher, 3rd, 4th grade teacher, so my students play that. I'd be like, what? Turn that thing off.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the beat.
Look, we're being honest, and it's coming out.
Yeah, but I like the beat though. I do like the beat. I thought it was catchy, but the lyrics I could probably do without. But that's not. But here's the thing: that's not. It's for a specific, group. They're gonna like it. So if it's not about me, it's will that song be a hit? I think the song will be a hit, but probably not what I would listen to. But
okay, JS.
It was a cool record, man. I think it needs a little bit of work, but I'm not beefing with it. He seems young, so it just seems like he's trying to just put it together the best way he knows how. The hook is catchy, and the lyrics is interesting, but it's not totally doing it for me. You know what I mean? But once again, I always got to support home team, so shout out to him.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
That's number 2. All right. Our third artist is in the building. She won last week, so she's trying to go 2 for 2. I'm not going to hold her. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our current winner, Lily D, is in the building.
Hey.
What's up, girl?
I made it right on time.
You did. We had a little video and everything set up just in case if she couldn't make it, but you were here, and I'm so happy to see you and talk to you again. How you doing?
Doing good. Look, I was rushing and everything. I was like, let me get in my position.
So look, you are on set right now for a music video?
No, we finished literally. It was like a little session when you do like a little lyric video or whatever. Yeah. But I did it so fast. He was like, usually it takes people 30 minutes. I did it in 7 minutes, so I had to rush back home.
Oh wow.
God, yeah. Oh, look at you, superstar. Look.
I was like, let me hurry up. I can make it.
You don't mess around. Okay then. So how has it been? Okay, last week you came and crushed the competition with a song that you did previously. we wanted to play the music video. We were supposed to play your new music video, but we played your old song. So you won with that. So this week we are going to play the music video. All right.
Okay.
So if you win, there's still going to be your second win in a row. All right. So
okay.
The goal is to win 3 in a row. So let's see what's going on. So, how was your experience being on the indie show?
It's been fun. I really like I really love the platform. I want to thank Narisha. She's the one who got me connected to you all. I love what you all do for independent artists with the love the support that you give them. And it's very fun. Like you ask all the fun questions and how do we get started and all of that. So I would suggest it to other independent artists myself.
Okay. Before you introduce this music video, tell us something about you that you didn't share with us last week.
A lot of people are surprised, but my great grandfather, they called him grandparent. He was actually the president of Haiti for like 3 months back in 1959. So you can look up my people and everything.
You just gonna slide that in. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you.
It won't like, it's not like it was a good history, but he in there.
Yeah. Look, yeah, I got some folks out there in Haiti, might have been the president. You might be able to look me up in a world history book or something. This is a little something. Big shout out to Haiti. I need y'all prayers for all y'all what y'all going through down there. Everything. Yeah. So you ready, my dear?
Yes.
Go ahead. Sell this thing. Introduce this music video.
So this video is actually to one of my first single that came out, Don't Let Me Go. It's on my album Free. It's basically a song saying, hey, look, you put me through so much. I've held back the anger and the pain, and to the point that I'm gonna let go on you. And I'm basically telling him, don't let me go off on you. And in the video, yeah, you'll see we went off on him. That's all I'll say.
Let's go.
Play games with me, give you what you want, all of my energy. Don't be mad when I reciprocate, and love turns to hate. Fuck around and you gon' see. Have you saying, don't let me go, 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 don't let me go. I'm a trophy, prized possession, nothing short of someone else's blessing. Now you gotta see what you're missing. Table served, now you wanna play the victim. Now you gotta learn who I be. Clear view, wipe your eyes so you can see. Boy, you gotta learn. It's in my DNA. Two can play like him and we gon' see who gets played. Don't let me go, 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 don't let me go. You're so shady, you think I'm crazy. Pause. Turned your back on me and thought you walk away. My heart is not a game for you to play. Put the six down, the shit is not 2K. Boy, you're about to learn who I be. Clear view 4K HD. Now you gotta learn. This is my game plan. I got you in my hands, I had to make you understand. Don't let me go, 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 don't let me go.
I I've said it before. I said it again. I love your voice. You sound so good. So the first one was just a song we listened to, and I was just like, yo, this chick is bad. Now you got a video to go with it, and you still killing them. Bravo, Lily D.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm laughing. I crack up at that video every time.
Yeah, that video goes hard.
The way we put that man in the trunk, like if you would have saw the bloopers, oh my God. He's too tall. We bumped his head like 3 times. That's why I laugh at the trunk part.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was great. I love the video. I love the production. Your voice, it's fantastic. Yeah, I loved it from start to finish.
Thank you so much.
GG, what you think? You are on mute.
Yeah, let me turn my mic on. Yeah, your voice is beautiful, and I like that song. It's sort of like a half women empowerment, and like, hey, you better come correct. I love it. I like the sound. It's a little bit of classical in there too. It's a good mixture. I really like it. It was well done. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Great production. I like this. All right, bring it home, JS. What you think?
Beautiful.
And so, can you break down for me what were you trying to keep him, or were you trying to kill him? Which one were we doing?
Wait, don't do that.
She said, don't do that. She said, fans is watching.
I had to do a lot of disclaimers behind that video.
You love him, but you look like you about to kill him. Like I don't know which one it is.
What had happened was, I saw him cheating. So basically, my friend with the braids, the only part we were supposed to have a part in the beginning when I was talking to her, like, yo, scoop him up, but we didn't have a chance to do it. But basically, I was just teasing him. But yeah, I left him there. I don't know who came to pick him up, one of the girls or something. But I was done after that.
Okay, cool. All right. So we were really getting rid of him. Okay, all right, cool. So JS1 approves this video. Yeah, I'm with it.
If he survived, I like it.
Yeah, I'm saying. Well, not necessarily, but as long as you ain't take them back, because I was like, man, I can't let my goddaughter watch this. She gonna be taking back idiots. Like, no, we can't do that.
I let them right there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Lily D. Lily, tell people how they can get in contact with you and get your music, all that good stuff.
You can find me at The Real LILID, so The Real Lily D, and then all my music is on Apple, Spotify, and the album's called Free, and then of course it's by Lily D. And I actually have a new feature that came out too last week.
You're staying busy. Are you performing anywhere this week?
Not this week, but I do have a performance on March 30th in Portsmouth, Virginia.
There it is. That's what's up. Thank you very much. All right, folks.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Ooh,
you see, Lily D, Jinx, MVR. Time for you to vote. JS1 is going to put the link up to let y'all know how to vote. The vote will be open until the end of the show. Once we get to the end of the show, we'll let you know who has the most votes. All right. And again, 3 weeks in a row, you get to be in the hot seat like my man Michael. And coming up next, just to get y'all ready, we have 101 with Michael Millard. He is going to be in the hot seat. It's going down. All right. So y'all saw it. That's how you vote. Please vote. You can only vote once. All right. Spread the love. Tune in. Vote for your favorite artist. All right. While I'm thinking about it, I want to show some love real quick. I want to thank our sponsors for February. It was Ishi from the hit group Arrested Development. She's a proud sponsor of the Indie Show, All Things Indie. Thank you so much, Ishi. And also, I want to thank Gina Preston and her fine book, Zombie Soup, for sponsoring the Indie Show in February. So if you want to be a sponsor in March and in future months, just holler at me. It's the indieshow.co or Arvel Poe. I'm on Indie. Or you can just email me, theindieshow.co@gmail.com. All right. $50, we can get you one of those sponsorship packets. All right. That's it. All right, folks. It's time for 101 with Michael Millard.
I can't believe that it's finally me and you and you and me, just us.
Well, I love Garfunkel and Oates. That's awesome.
Michael, man. Well, first of all, thank you so much. I know, look, time difference. It's super early in the morning, And so I appreciate you spending this part of your early morning with us, bro.
You're welcome. I feel like it's going to be kind of like having like a truth serum because now it's like 3:00 in the morning here. So like my brain's a little foggy. I'm just going to say stuff without really thinking it through. So you might get some really, really good stuff from me right now. No filter.
Yes. So let's find out. I always like to start off just finding out who my guest is. Michael. Who is Michael? How did you get into the hot seat that you're in right now? So young Michael up into doing this documentary.
Man, I mean, it's funny. I feel like you can trace it and then there's like a big time jump because like, okay, college, I'm in college radio, right? And that's where I'm introduced to this world of broadcasting, this idea of being able to communicate with people, this idea of being able to share music with people. All these things that were new to me and that I really fell in love with, you know, goes all the way back to college. And that includes wanting to do a documentary, which I never had an opportunity to do. And back then, I didn't really see a path to getting to be in a documentary, you know, to doing a documentary. And so there's like this kind of gap where I got to go and just be in the real world and do like retail jobs. And, you know, I went from working in commercial radio and DJing in clubs to like working at Best Buy and working at, you know, Hot Topic and all these like retail jobs and like wanting in the back of my head, knowing like I'm missing something. You know, I fell in love with just that feeling you get when you're broadcasting and when you're doing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it took me a while to come back around to it. And so finally it was, you know, just a few years ago where COVID happened. I had kind of, you know, it wasn't really spending a lot of money because we couldn't go anywhere. And I had a little bit of money to invest. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to invest in myself. Wow. Instead of, you know, I don't want to put it in a stock. I don't want to invest in some other company. I'm going to put money into myself, my idea, put something out in the world and see if it, you know, lands with people. And that led to decide to do this documentary, and it kind of brought me full circle about to, you know, what started this path, what started this journey. And it was those moments in college radio. That day I walked into the college radio station.
Before you walked into that station, did you have an idea of what you wanted to do with your life? Did you say, hey, this is what I want to do?
Man, I would have been like 19, so not really. If you asked me at that point, I probably would have said I want to be a documentary filmmaker more than like a radio guy. But I had this weird kind of love for radio. We talked about WKRP earlier, and like when I was a senior in high school, I did like a research paper on radio DJs. So that was there. And I think it was that moment of walking in the studio and that first time you put a record on the turntable, you flip on the mic and just, man, you have nerves and excitement and just everything, like it all clicked in that moment. So no, I don't think it really crystallized for me until I was in college radio that like this was something that I really dug. And when I say that, I mean the DJing, the playing music, all of it kind of came together in that moment, I think.
So why did you want to do documentaries? So at 19, what happened to make you say, you know what, being a documentarian would be pretty cool?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I was definitely a dork, back then, like just the kind of kid that like I read a lot. I always was wanting to like explain stuff to people and like share things that I learned with people. So I think it probably comes from that. Just this idea of, I love to learn, but then I love to turn it around and like share what I've learned with people, and doing that through a documentary felt like something that I would be good at maybe, and that would be fun to do. But man, yeah, it took me forever to actually get there and accomplish that. But it was always there in the background,
You got a favorite documentary that you've watched?
Oh man, there's a couple. Like music documentaries. I love the music documentary Dig. It's about a couple bands in LA and Portland, Oregon back in the 90s that were friends and rivals, and they let this camera crew follow them around. And one band is like getting a major record label deal. The other one is like a super indie band that just can't keep their stuff together, and they're always fighting, and they just can't quite get it. And so it's a really great inside look at what it was like to be inside of an indie band back in the day. So that was one I would recommend. But I also I'm a sucker for like a Ken Burns documentary.
Oh yeah,
like the national parks. I could watch Ken Burns stuff all day long, and especially the national parks one, because I have a love for the national parks in the U.S. So those two are top of my head. I mean, there's a bunch that I love, but those two are right off the top of my head.
So it seems like music is really a major part of your life.
Yeah, always has been from the time I had older brothers and sisters, and I grew up listening to their music and sitting in their bedroom while they were listening to the 8-track and the records, and so it was, my brother would be like listening to Devo, my sister would be listening to like Olivia Newton-John. I mean, it was all these different influences, but it was a part of my life from when I was like 5, like early on.
What's the one band or artist that you gravitate to? Like, for me, it's Outkast. Outkast is my favorite group of all time. They speak to me, and so I just represent Outkast pretty much on a daily basis. Who is that artist or group for you?
Definitely REM. Definitely REM,
okay.
Which is why that's how I ended up in Athens. That's which eventually got me to meeting you. In fact, is I wanted to go there and kind of really dig into their beginnings and how that connected to college radio. But yeah, REM, just a long storied career, a history of being great musicians and really just good people, which is important. It's hard for me to support artists that I can't get behind on a personal level, so I really liked that about them as well. And yeah, they've never gotten old for me. I loved them when I was a teenager, and now 30 years later, I still I can go back and listen to any album and just be like, yeah.
So Automatic for the people. So since you love REM so much, did you go to Weaver D's when you were in Athens?
I'm so ashamed. I did not.
If you ever get another chance, on Saturdays, I don't think they're open on Saturdays, or they got a real short window. But if you eat pork chops, get the pork chops at Weaver D's. Oh my God, might be the best chops I've ever had. All right,
yeah, that's one of my regrets from that trip. When you're doing a film shoot, your time is just so you know what I mean? Like, we're squeezing everything we can into that, and so there's all these things I kind of wanted to do in Athens that I really didn't get to do, and that's probably like one of the top 1 or 2 on my list. In fact, was to find that place, because I've heard over and over again. Oh.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking to Michael Millard. He is the director of 25,000 Watts. He's officially a documentarian now, and you shall address him as such. Before we move on to our next segment, we're gonna be doing mastermind games. If anyone wants to win my money, put your Cash App in the chat right now, and we're gonna randomly choose someone to win my money in mastermind games. We got more coming up with our guy Michael, because we got to learn more about 35,000 watts. But before we move on, I got to ask you about college radio. Is it safe to say college radio changed your life?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. And that was kind of the first thing that kicked off the idea of doing the documentary. Was a producer that I was talking to was, what is it that is the most important to you? What is it that is something that is, just what was that life-changing moment? And what I zeroed in on was the day I walked through that door. Like, I literally could picture walking through the door of the journalism building at Texas Tech, walking up the stairs and walking into the studios of this college radio station. And then that moment, I believe your life, it kind of branches in different ways. And there's some big decisions where your life takes this big turn, and there's little decisions. And that for me was a 90-degree left turn, right? I was going this way. And then from the moment I walked in the college radio station, my life went in that direction. And so as literally as it possibly could be, life-changing. Yeah, absolutely.
I totally agree. I feel the same way with 90.5. It really shaped me as a person, which I've shared with you on your fine documentary. Dude, I'm an introvert, just to let you know. So doing your documentary was, I guess, something I can scratch off my bucket list. And it was challenging for me to just share and just think about and talk about certain things that I probably wouldn't normally share. So, something about you, the whole process, just showing love to 90.5. Oh, that was easy peasy. I was just like, if we're gonna talk about the station, I gotta be there. So I'm thankful that you chose me to be a part, because you had you had WOGs in that film, and I was just like, yo, these are legends right here, and here I am. So I was just like, yo, it's a vast difference from my time and their time. I was telling someone in the Facebook group, the alumni WOG alumni Facebook group, I was saying, I'm sure there's enough material out there for a 90.5 spinoff, because I know we have stories. And I didn't know anything. This is a spoiler almost. I did not know anything about the Grand Wizard. That was new to me. All right. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but you need to watch the documentary to know what I'm talking about. It's crazy stuff. I was just like, me and my wife was like, what the hell? What?
That's a hell of a story, right? I mean,
Yes.
I was the same way when they're telling, I'm sitting there in front of them and they're telling me the story, and I'm just like, wow. Like that's that other side of college radio, right? Like, I mean, finding musicians and sharing music is the thing if you know about college radio, that's probably what you think about. And it absolutely is one of the best platforms that's ever existed for artists. But man, there's another side of college radio, which is what you were talking about and what Lee and Mike were talking about with interviewing the Grand Wizard. Like, it can be so much more. And when you're a student and you feel passionately about something and you're willing to go on the air and talk about that even if it's uncomfortable, and even if it's things like, what you're talking about with racism and that type of stuff, man, that's powerful to hear that from students who are finding their voice and they're finding the courage to speak up like you did and like those guys did. So that was why it was so important to show that side, which is why I'm glad that you and I talked about it. And I'm glad that I talked about it with some of those guys that you were mentioning, because it showed that college radio is more than just, kids flipping records.
This is true. All right, we're going to pay some bills. When we come back, we're going to play Mastermind game. This is your man, Mastermind. That's Michael. This is the Indie Show.
It's your boy, JS Wanna Supplier, and it's time for another Build Your Platform course. Let me get you up and running so you can get your platform popping right now. All you gotta do is sign up so we can work hand in hand with you so that you can grasp sales, software development, social media, show structure, graphic designs, video and audio, and much more. We have a whole free trial. You get 7 full days to access all of our live streams and our pre-recorded videos so that you can get an understanding of everything that's going on. You get 12 hands-on platform building sessions. You get 6 one-on-one consultations, free access to our videos and audio editing software, classes, videos that are available 24/7. So if you miss a class, you can always go back and learn. Sign up right now for our Build Your Platform class, brought to you by JS Wanna Supplier and VVCLife.com. Sign up right now, patreon.com/VVCLife.
All right. I'm back, y'all. Here we go. It's time for Mastermind Games.
Let the games begin!
I'm giving you the whole shebang. Look, I'm trying to make sure you have the full experience, but I also know that you need to go to bed and get you some sleep, man. But Mastermind Games, this is what happens, all right? We have a little fun, and I give people a chance to win my money. So in this segment, if someone puts their Cash App in the chat room, every question that you get correct, they win $1, all right? So they have a chance to win up to 10 of my dollars. I do not like going and opening up my wallet to give away my money. All right. So I'm rooting for you to lose don't take it personal. I want all my guests to lose so I can keep my money. All right. But
Understood.
if you miss three questions, I get to keep my money and the game is over. All right.
Man, this is pressure. All right.
I love it. All right. So what we gonna do? This name of this game is called You Don't Know Jacquees. All right, this is my trivia. All right, so this is random, mostly music. I know you like music, so it is a trivia game. All right, so here we go. I'm going to read the question twice. Okay, I'm going to put your choices on the screen, and you have a certain amount of time to answer. Once you choose to correct your answer, you have to lock it in by say final answer. So
all right,
I'm gonna give you an example. All right, here we go with the example. Question number 1. Which of these songs features on Michael Jackson's Thriller album? Which of the following songs features on Michael Jackson's Thriller album? Is it no, I didn't fix it. All right, I'm sorry. Is it Bad, Smooth Criminal, Billie Jean, or Leave Me Alone?
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean. And
I don't even need to hear him twice. Billie Jean.
And what are you supposed to say?
Oh, final answer. Billie Jean.
There you go. Now we know how it played. I show it. Right. There's the answer. All right. Now we got that out the way.
That was probably like extra easy because it was an example, right? So I shouldn't get like too in my head now.
Nah. Perhaps. Oh, Narisha is in the building. What's happening? I see you. That's what's up. All right. Oh man, somebody trying to win my money for real. All right. So we'll see. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. Stuart Leslie Goddard is the real name of what 80s singer? Stuart Leslie Goddard is the real name of what 80s singer? I'm going to put the options on the screen, and you can get help from the audience if you like. But after you lock it in, it's a wrap. So is it Steve Strange, Shakin' Stevens, Adam Ant, or Iggy Pop?
Yeah, right out of the gate, this is tough. I thought I'd at least cruise through a couple. Oh man. C, final answer. Adam Ant.
Y'all heard him. He said C, final answer. He locked it in. Adam Ant.
I had to pull that one from way back. Like, just this little tiny bell said, I think it's Adam Ant, but oh man.
I was wrong for that one. I was just like, okay, cool. I get to save $1 if I start out the gate. But nope, you're messing it up for everybody. All right, that's $1. All right, here we go. Second question. On the Jamie Foxx show, Jamie's mom was played by which legendary singer? All right. On the Jamie Foxx show, Jamie's mom was played by which legendary singer? Is it Patti LaBelle? My bad. That should just say Gladys Knight, Aretha Franklin, or Diana Ross.
Oh man, I should know this, but I can't say that Gladys Knight. Final answer.
You're going with Gladys Knight? He said final answer, folks. He locked it in. Oh, wait, what they saying in the chat room? Guns, slowly, wild guess, you would have been correct. Then he says Gladys Knight. Is it Gladys Knight? It is. Oh, man. I'm so happy for you. Oh, shoot. All right.
I'm sweating these, man. These are.
All right, number 3. All right, I can get you on this one. Which of these people is not referenced in Billy Joel's 1989 single, we didn't start the fire? Which of these people is not referenced in Billy Joel's 1989 single, We Didn't Start the Fire? Is it Joseph Stalin, Elvis Presley, Mickey Mouse, or Richard Nixon?
Playing in my head.
Now C.
Playing in my head. I'm going to go with C, Mickey Mouse.
He says C.
Yeah, that one.
Again. All right. Cool. We got 7 questions left. I got $3 in the bank. We can still mess up. All right, cool. You got a great streak. I need you to be a little bit more sleepy. All right. Jeez, this is terrible. All right, here we go. Number 4. Where can T-Pain put you in a log cabin? Where can T-Pain put you in a log cabin? Is it Aspen, Tahoe, somewhere in Wisconsin, or Denver? Is it Aspen, Tahoe, somewhere in Wisconsin, or Denver?
No idea. Literally no idea on this one. Not that I don't know who T-Pain is. So. I'm going to go with Denver. Just shout out Colorado because I'm a Colorado boy. So I'm going to go with Denver. Final answer.
He said final answer. All right. Let's see what the people in the chat were saying. Guns screamed it twice. He said C, somewhere in Wisconsin. I'm glad that you didn't listen to Guns because Guns is incorrect. So he would have lost you some money. The actual answer is Aspen. That
also in Colorado. Colorado vibe that way instead.
All right. Yeah.
That's disappointing.
Strike number 1. That's okay. We still got time. Still got time for you. Miss 2 more. All right. This is beautiful. All right. Here we go. Number 5. This is beautiful. Uh-oh. Oh, all right. I'm ready. Dang it. This is too easy. Setting up a misleading hyperlink to the video of Never Gonna Give You Up is known as what? Setting up a misleading hyperlink to the video of Never Gonna Give You Up is known as what? Is it? He looks like he knows. Is it Rickstering, Rick looping, Rick rolling, or Rick roaring?
I like Rickstering, but I'm gonna have to say C, Rick rolling.
Rick rolling. JS, this is not going the way I thought it was going to go. I was hoping to be finished by now. We should be in the middle of interviewing still right now.
Oh, man. I got rickrolled just like 2 days ago.
You was listening to the song?
I got rickrolled, and you would think I would know by now, but somebody got me.
Somebody got you.
Yeah, man. It still happens. It's still out there.
Yeah, you slipping on the pimping, my friend. All right, here we go. Next question. Jesus. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Stuff all out of order. Oh, man. Who wrote these questions? All right, according to BBD, Belle Biv DeVoe, a woman with a big butt and a smile is considered what? According to BBD, a woman with a big butt and a smile is considered what? Is it A, toxic, B, a headache, C, poison, or D, none of the above?
Man, you never trust a big butt and a smile. You never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. Poison. Final answer.
Why my guy have to sing it? He sang the answer. What is going on? Now, look.
Yeah, I listened to that CD so many times. I can't even tell you. I could sing every song on that CD, probably front to back.
Survey says, oh, what's the answer? Look, did we even have to go there? Poison. Yes. Now, we got 4 more questions. I need you to miss 2 of them. All right. Here we go. Maybe this one will help me out. Jeez, this is going bad. Who wrote the McDonald's jingle? I'm loving it. Is it Jay-Z? I'm sorry. Is it Jay-Z, Pusha T, Big Sean, or Luda? Who wrote the McDonald's jingle? I'm loving it. Ooh. Come on, sleepy time. Let's go.
Yeah, my brain is digging deep for this one. I don't know. I'm gonna go with my boy Luda, Ludacris. Final answer.
Fall. Yes, he's getting sleepy. He said Luda, ladies and gentlemen. Survey says Pusha T.
Really?
Really? When I found it out, I was quite surprised. Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought any of those 4 people. I thought it went back further than that, but
Pusha T. Wow. It's an interesting story. So that's a conversation topic right there. So
for real, yeah, I got to Wikipedia that later.
All right, so cool. You got 2 strikes. I just need 1 more strike. Here we go. Oh heck! Oh, this is stupid. Y'all remember who his favorite group is? Do you know who his favorite group is? Yes, Virginia is in the building. Yeah, look, she's shouting. Oh, yeah, Jinx talking about VA. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. All right. This question, something is happening, but REM feels fine. What's up? Something is happening, but REM feels fine. I don't like that smirk and smile that he has. This is terrible. Oh, nope, sorry. That's not the question. But I'll give it to you anyway. I'll give it to you. It's all out of order. The options are the end of the world as we know it, coldest day of the year, the night before Christmas, or the morning after the night before.
Oh man. I like the idea that it would be the morning after the night before, but it is the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Finally.
I saw this question. I was like, from all artists, it would be REM.
Right? That's amazing.
It's not. All right. Next number.
We're down to it now.
Yeah, it's 2 questions left. It can go either way.
This is serious now.
Which band was formed by Peter Gabriel, but only really achieved stardom after he left? Which band was formed by Peter Gabriel, but only really achieved stardom after he left? Is it Revelations, Deuteronomy, Exodus, or Genesis?
I'm gonna have to say Genesis. Another one of my favorite bands, actually. So you gotta look into another one. Genesis. Final answer.
Is it Genesis? I don't like how he was all smug and just knew what the answer was. Man, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's $7 in the bank. We have 2 strikes. It comes down to this question right here. Big shout outs to Pusha T. He also wrote for Arby's as well. All right, Virginia in the building.
I'm seriously going to get Wikipedia as soon as this is over because I got to learn more about Pusha T and all these like jingles and stuff. What is up?
Yes. Heath is old, so he knew about Genesis as well. All right, here's the last question. I hope you miss it. We still friends though. Solange Rowe is the real name of which R&B superstar? Solange Rowe is the real name of which R&B superstar? Is it? Yeah, where is that confidence now? Is it Ari Lennox, SZA, Solange or Summer Walker? Play the music. Or give me Miss X. I don't care which one. Do something.
Oh man.
Narisha says that, and Narisha, we hear you, woman. Why is she screaming?
All right, she's helping. I feel like she's helping me.
She could be setting you up. Don't pay attention too much to the people in the chat, though.
Right. That was my gut with SZA, because I think, yeah, I'm gonna go with it because she seems really sure about it, and I don't know for sure. That was my gut too. So B, final answer.
Now, Risha, you've been gone for a while, and the first thing you do is try to take money out of my wallet. Let's
do it.
Survey says,
Narisha, save me on the last
one. And he has a dance. What the heck? This is crazy.
Yeah, I love trivia, and I would have felt like I let these people down if I didn't get.
Let them down, man. Let them down because it's coming out of my pocket. Boy, she said, "You're welcome. Do your dance, sir." Sean, what are we doing?
This is for Narisha because
all the way from Spain, ladies and gentlemen, Michael wins. Bravo. We got through all 10. I can't believe it. It's the end
that
of
was
the
the
show.
most pressure I've felt on any interview I've done of all of this whole process. That was the most, like, I did not want to let people down on that one.
Dude, we are so unlike every other talk show podcast. We're about having fun, letting you let your hair down so we can really get to know who you are and everything. And so when we get to the interview portion, we already have an idea of who you are, and you're already ready to spill and dish.
It's true. It's like it's a late night talk show. It's dead on.
That's
really
what's
is.
up. All right, so we're getting back to the interview. It's my guy, Michael Millard. He is the director. He is a documentarian. 35,000 Watts is the name of his documentary. Narisha says, "You made us proud, friend." There we go. So we've led to this. How does it feel to have a completed version of the movie out?
Oh man, that was a really cool moment. So this process started almost right around 3 years ago, like almost to the day, in terms of like the idea hatched like 3 years ago. So 3 years of, research and trying to put the logistics together of interviewing all these people on a very small budget, and then taking all that and putting it into something. That day when I you export like the final film and there wasn't, I don't know if there was like a moment where it was exactly the moment it was finished, but there was definitely that day where I was like, I this is a film, like it's a thing, you know what I mean? Like you've brought this thing into the world. Very gratifying. And then when people see it and like it and enjoy it, it's been just one of the coolest experiences of my life for sure.
What has the feedback been on this film?
I mean, I don't know if people are just being nice to me or don't want to hurt my feelings, but so far the feedback has been super positive. And most of the people who've seen it, it really just officially became available today. We didn't actually have any screenings set up for today, so I don't know that anybody's, going to see it today. But most people that have seen it are from college radio, and so I think it's, obviously it speaks to them. People like us who were in it and recognize, things in the film that bring us back to our time in college radio. But then, there's been a few people who've seen it who weren't in college radio, and I'm even more happy to see those people get into it and kind of recognize when they're like, well, man, I had no idea that college radio was this important, or I love, the Pixies, or I love this band. I had no idea that they started on college radio. That was a huge part of why I wanted to make the film. So that has been probably one of the funnest parts of getting feedback from people, is knowing that they learn something and that they appreciate this thing called college radio, because it still is a thing and it still needs your support. So yeah, that's been super, super cool.
So how did you pick the schools, the college radio stations for this project?
Yeah, so KTXT was my station, so that was kind of an obvious place to start. And it not just that, but it started in the 50s as a carrier current station, which is where they broadcast literally through like the gas pipes and like the electrical system of a campus. Didn't even have like a real antenna. And then went to like a 10-watt station, and then 100-watt, and then slowly worked its way up to 35,000 watts, which is where the name of the film comes from. So KTXT was like a great case study in the history of college radio, because it kind of went through all those different phases. WEOG was chosen somewhat because of my love for REM, somewhat because of the response that I got from people who I reached out to from WEOG, because they were very welcoming and very into the idea of helping with the project. And then you guys had that 50th anniversary that came about, and it lined up perfectly with our schedule. So it was just a no-brainer to go and be able to talk to so many of you guys all at once. So that was, those two stations kind of carry the film. That's where most of the time is spent. The other stations that get mentioned are just people that either I saw, which is kind of like with you, where I saw something from you and I was like, okay, this person would be great on camera. This person will be great, to tell their story. Because not everybody is. Yeah. Not everybody can sit in that situation and be relaxed and calm and tell a story. But, I can see stuff that you've done, and I can see stuff that KJ, for example, had done online. And so I was able to reach out to him. He was from WPTS in Pittsburgh. And, some people I was connected to, like Erica and KSPC in Pomona, California. So a lot of those just came about through connections or seeing somebody and being like, that person is going to be good in that seat. Because as you know, it's intimidating to sit there with 3 cameras and 3 or 4 or 5 people all staring at you, and they're asking you questions. And it's not like this is more comfortable. Like I'm in my house right now. I'm not, we put you out of your element and in this real high pressure situation, and not everybody can do that. So that was, some of who we chose was because we knew those people would be worth our time, and they wouldn't just kind of melt down in front of the camera, because that can happen,
Yeah, it's the same thing they said to the folks on when I was on Family Feud. Not everybody will be on, like they do a test run with the families, because some families, they melt under the pressure, and it was just like, yeah, we can't have you on TV because you don't project well or whatever. So I get it. Your film is shot beautifully. Like I'm just look at it, it's so vibrant, and the way you shot everything is not just straight on with everyone. Certain angles you did, but it was just, to me, it was just so beautiful. One of the people that stood out, I can't remember her name, but she was the one that was super comfortable sitting in her living room couch with her shoes off and everything. I was just like, she is a pretty woman, but she is super comfortable. I was just like, I see you. And she was well-spoken, and she just gravitated to me. I was just like, I just loved the way the film looked. And as we're learning, I was learning a lot about college radio. I almost fell in love with TXT. I was just like, yo, I like these cats over here. There's some good people over here. So, and then when the station, I'm about to spoil stuff. You have to watch the film. If you get a chance, they'll tell you where you can find it. But it's really good. I don't do a lot of documentaries, but I do like documentaries. And I'm going in, and it was late when we watched it last night, and I was just like, oh, okay, here we go. And it picks up immediately. Like once I see that first shot of the first person being interviewed, it's so lively and vibrant. I was like, I'm in, let's go. And
awesome.
And it doesn't hurt. We got 90.5 representing up in that bad boy. So it was a good look.
Man, thanks. I can't, the idea was mine in terms of what we wanted to do with the film, which was shoot these really beautifully set up 4K just bright interviews. So like all the interviews are, we wanted them to be crisp and clean. And, we were on some of the interviews, we used like a slider, very modern, because we wanted that to pop off of all the archival, a lot of which comes from the 70s and 80s and 90s. And it's gritty, right? It's messy. It's kind of pixelated if it's from the 80s. And so that juxtaposition of coming into, modern day and the interviews, and then bouncing that off of all these archival clips that we have from, back in the day, some of them going all the way back to 1920s. That was kind of, my vision for the film. And then I got to, give credit to the DPs who worked on the film in terms of the technical aspects of actually setting those shots up. I was when I got home and really got to see the footage for the first time, I was so happy, because they're all of them, I think, just came out beautifully, and I can't really take credit for that, but I'm happy that I was part of that process. But I'm glad to hear that, because that was definitely one of the things that we wanted to accomplish, was for it to look good and look professional, because we didn't have a lot of money, and so we wanted it to look good up against anything else you might see, because eventually it'll hopefully end up on like Prime Video or Netflix or iTunes or whatever. We didn't want it to be like, you're watching this movie and then our movie comes on and it's like, this like drop in quality. Like we wanted it to have that same, it's a feature film. It's it's the real deal. And so hearing that is always nice. So I appreciate it.
So real quick, I want to show a bonus clip that you won't see anywhere else.
Exclusive. This has never been seen.
All right. So here we go. Let's set this up. Okay. You want to set it up?
Yeah, this is the intro, I think, to WUOG, where some of the folks are talking about your station, man. Your station at the University of Georgia, 90.5 FM WUOG.
In the Squall's hometown of Athens, Georgia, the local radio station was always willing to give airtime to new and unknown artists. WUOG became an essential part of what would soon be an iconic music scene.
It was really easy to program WUOG in 1981, 1982. It was an embarrassment of riches.
When we were at WUOG, we thought we were the radio station for the community. We were the radio station for the local music scene.
I think we helped the bands, and we wanted to do it. I mean, we love them, especially the local people.
The B-52s were obviously the band that sort of broke the Athens music scene. To me, the first three bands that kind of followed them were Love Tractor, Pylon, and REM.
I loved Pylon, Love Tractor, OOK, Side Effects. There were some bands who didn't have the global acclaim that REM and the B-52s got, but my God, they were good. And they were pure and raw and unabashedly proud of the kind of music they played. And that, in many ways, was the philosophy that we had at WUOG.
Was I lying? Look how good that footage is. That's beautiful right there.
I love Lee. I love Lee so much. He's the last guy you hear from there, and he's so eloquent in the way he said that, pure and raw and just unabashedly, like I love how he tied that from the artist to you guys at WUOG. Like that was the spirit of the station as well as the spirit of the artist, and just what was happening there in Athens was magic, man. It was like lightning in a bottle. It's such a cool story.
I'm talking to Michael Millard. He's the director of 35,000 Watts Historic College Radio. We're bringing it to a close with a couple more questions. Then we're going to do in the university. How long did it take for you to edit this down? And how did you choose what you wanted to use?
Man, that was the part of the process that I don't think I was even prepared for fully. We came back from the Athens shoot. That was the final shoot. We shot on that trip. We shot in LA and in Athens. So by that point, we had like 8 terabytes of data, of 4K data. So you have like 3 cameras, all shooting 4K. We had 27 interviews plus B-roll and stuff. So So now you come back and you've got like all this footage plus all this archival that you've been collecting. And then it's like you sit down and it's just like, oh man, like what do I do? Like, where do I even start? Right? Like even just organizing it so that you know what you have. And then, so we did transcripts of everything. So we have, you can actually go and read the interviews. And so you can search for things, we're talking about WUOG. So let's go find everybody that talked about the station, or, we're going to talk about this band. Who of these 27 people we talked to mentioned REM, or who mentioned the B-52s or whatever. So, at first you're just trying to organize who talked about what. And I literally had this big grid that was like a color coded thing of themes and things I wanted to talk about. And then, time codes of who talked about this theme or that theme. And then it just starts getting put together. And so, I started in November of 2022 in editing. And by February, I had like a 3-hour cut that was just all interviews of people talking about stuff, kind of organized by theme. Mm-hmm. So that's already like 4 months into the process. And now it's like, okay, now I need to tell a story, right? You can't just throw all this together and like throw it into a film. It needs to draw people in. It needs to have an arc. It needs to take people on a journey. So that's where it starts getting difficult, to really pare that down into something that makes sense. So that process took, 7 more months, and working with Jillian Corsi, who is a story consultant, who helped me. What was great was that she wasn't from college radio, but she was really into the project. So she had this 30,000 foot view of, wait a minute, you need to explain this, because I wasn't in college radio. I don't get this. You need to tell me why this is important. And working with her and then getting a little feedback from like the first couple people that saw it helped develop the story into what you eventually see in the film. So overall, that process took roughly like a year from the time we stopped shooting to where we had something that was pretty close to the final product. And it was just shaping and molding and picking things in, putting things out, and going back and forth until it all, made sense to people.
Well done, brother. Well done. Before we go to the last segment, I got one serious question I want to ask. All right, so has the internet lessened the importance of college radio?
I mean, it depends on how you define importance, I think. Is college radio the first place that a new indie artist is going to break or find an audience the way that they would have maybe in the 80s and 90s? Maybe, but probably not. I think a lot of those artists are going to gravitate to like SoundCloud or YouTube or whatever and try to find an audience. But if you think of importance in terms of this community that gets built when you have college students who come together and work together for a common purpose and are learning how to communicate and learning how to not be nervous and, how to write copy and to do all the things that you need to do to be a broadcaster, to be a podcaster, to be in this business in general. No, the importance is exactly what it was when you and I were in college, and it still serves that purpose where, you have kids who are learning a trade and learning how to do something that they may take into their careers. You have kids that are maybe just finding themselves, but also kids that are finding their tribe and their people. I mean, one of the themes in the film is, all my friends are friends that I met in college radio. That to me was the important part of college radio, and that still exists. So in that sense, and I think and that's the important sense, in my opinion, college radio is just as important as it ever was, because I still got to see college kids having that same experience that I did, and they love it just as much, and they're building a community just like we were back in the day.
All right, that's Mike Millard. Hey, it is time for Indy University. University 5 questions for independent entrepreneurs. I had to do it. I had to tap your brain since I have you, sir. I love this. I love this segment right here. Question number 1. As an independent entrepreneur, who do you turn to for advice?
That's a good question. In this case, I mean, my wife is the first person I bounce anything off of right off the bat. But don't be afraid. I would say reaching out to people who are already into whatever you want to get into. I have a problem my entire life. I've had a problem with like asking for help and being willing to accept advice. And during this process of making the film, I learned how important it is to like reach out to people who know the business or know, whatever industry it is that you're interested in, and are willing to share what they've learned, because there's no reason to like reinvent the wheel and make the same mistakes that someone else has made. So don't be afraid to like reach out to people, and maybe it's someone you don't even know, but just like put it out there in the world. The worst they can do is just say no to you. But like, yeah, don't be afraid to ask for advice from someone who's been doing it longer than you.
That's what's up. Number 2. Is there a scenario where you give up on your dream, sell your company to go work for somebody else?
I guess in this case, it would be like, would I edit a film for someone else or like work for like a studio or something? In my case, no, because I've been like kind of self-employed for like 20 years now. I was in software development, and then now with starting, what will hopefully become like a film production company, and we'll do future documentaries. I like being my own boss, and so I can't really imagine a scenario where I would want to. I mean, everybody's maybe got a dollar figure in their head where they'd be like, well, let me think about that. But in general, no, I like being my own boss and being an entrepreneur in that sense. So it would take a lot.
I can dig it. Number 3. Someone watching this interview right now may be contemplating starting their own business. What single piece of advice would you give them?
Do it. Just do it. Don't even think about it for too long. Like if it's something you want to do and you feel strongly about it, just figure out what are the steps to get from A to B to C, and then just wake up. I mean, literally, when I became a freelancer and started running my own software business, I learned the skills I needed. I had an idea, but one day you just wake up and you have to tell yourself, I am this thing, I am a filmmaker. I am a software developer. I am a whatever, whatever it is. So just don't wait. Don't say, oh, there'll be a good time in the future. There's never a perfect time for taking a risk. Just take the risk. Just do it.
Got you. Give me one more, JS. Give me one more. Does the fear of going it alone ever go away?
I mean, the more success you find, you obviously get more comfortable. I don't know if it ever goes away. I don't know if it should ever go away. I think a little fear is always good, right? Like it's motivating, and it means you're still paying attention to like, things can go away if you get complacent. You start your own business, you have some success, you get complacent, it can go away. And I think having that little fear of that is fine, but don't let that fear stop you from taking the next risk to grow your business, or don't let that fear rule the decisions you make, but let it motivate you. That's what I would say.
That's what's up. Hey, he graduated early. Michael is in the building. Last word. Let's go. In the last word, this is where we get to kick our shout outs. I am going to let you go first, Michael. Kick your shouts. What's your last word?
Oh man, do I get to shout out anybody, anything?
Yep. It's you. Whatever you want to say. Bring it on.
Man, shout out to my wife. Hi, Tracy. She's in bed right now. She's not watching this. Shout out to everybody who helped make the film possible, honestly. The WOG crew, the KTXT crew, my crew who helped shoot the film. Man, it takes a group to make something awesome happen. And so I'm like you, man, I'm an introvert. So to to reach out and assemble a team of people that work together to create something is awesome. So shout out to everybody who worked on the film and who was in the film and who supported the film. I love all of you. Couldn't have done it without you.
That is awesome. Real quick, can you tell everyone how they can watch it? Where do you know offhand where it's screening, when it's screening?
Yeah, so the best way, follow us on our socials. We're at 35,000 watts on Instagram and Facebook, 35,000watts.com to find out where screenings are. Right now, we're in that theatrical window, so the film is available for like public screenings. We've got screenings coming up in Trenton, New Jersey, Allentown, Pennsylvania, of course, in Athens, Georgia, Claremont, California, Yuma, Arizona, Berkeley, California, Edinburgh, Pennsylvania, St. Paul, Minnesota. All of you guys are already like booked, and those dates will be announced soon. There'll be more coming up. And then for those of you who aren't lucky enough to see it in a theater, there'll be a digital download available later this year.
Man, that is what's up. So just to let everybody know, in Athens, the screening is going to be April 27th at the Cinemark Theaters in Athens, Georgia. It's going to be a matinee presentation. Your man Mastermind is going to be in the yes, I've seen it, but I'm going to be in the building April 27th, matinee show. If you want to be down, let me know. I'm not going to give you free tickets, but I'll let them. It's limited seating, so you need to get in where you fit in. All right. So April 27th, Cinemark Theaters, Athens, Georgia, matinee show. JS1, who ended up winning tonight? What's the votes?
It's a tie.
Oh, snap. Oh. Big shout out to my guy, Movie Lingo is in the building. All right, I'm going to see you, homie. That's what's up. It's a tie? Oh, dude. That's going to be interesting. We're going to have 4 people on next week. That's what's going to end up happening. Big shout out to you guys. Both of y'all move on. So that is 1 win for Jinx. That's 2 wins for Lily D. Let's go. Congratulations. Yes, that is super wild. I appreciate y'all voting. JS, you got any shouts?
Don't do drugs.
Simple and plain. Yo, thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for everything. I wish you nothing but continued success. Let's stay in contact. I got your back, homie. You the realest, man. I really appreciate you. This love of college radio that we have. Oh yeah, we friends for life now. Understand that.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you for your time. It's the Indie Show. We are out of here. Coming up next is the After Show. You can watch it live. We're not behind the paywall tonight, so watch us live. I got my man Pierre Guiteau from the hit series BMF. He's our guest tonight. Until next week, I'll holler at y'all.
Hey, yo, about that time, man. The Indie Show. My main man, Mastermind.
The Indie Show, indeed, the flow sickening. Mastermind, if I mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we envy, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we envy, ain't no canceling this. And I'm